I've been looking forward to getting my hands on one of these. Hi, Tony here and welcome to the channel and a review that I've been waiting with bated breath to bring you, and that is of the new Shoei Ex Zero helmet. Shoei hinted at the release of this helmet some while ago and it's finally here, and I think it was worth the wait. The Ex Zero is effectively a remake of the Shoei 80s classic EX5 helmet, but what they've done is brought it bang up to date. So it may have some retro styling, but it's got a lot of modern safety features which we'll delve into as the review progresses. Effectively, this helmet is a full-face version of the much loved JO. Now, I did a review of this some while back. Absolutely love this helmet. Probably the most comfortable and best built open face helmet I've tried, and the addition of that shield just made it a winner. I've worn this a lot. But if you're after a little bit more protection, this is where the Ex Zero comes in. It's got the same shape helmet, same fit. It's got that nice ducktail back, but obviously it has the inclusion of a chin bar. And in common with the JO, it also incorporates this drop-down visor. Now for me, I think this drop-down visor in this style of helmet is a real game changer. So now let's have a very quick look at some of the technical details before I give my opinion on the helmet. It's made from Shoei's AIM material, so that's that multi-layer, multi-composite shell. Same as the JO helmet, same as pretty much the helmets in all their range, including the race helmet. So real modern technology in there. The helmet comes in 3 shell sizes, which is great. So that means if you have got a small head, you're not having to wear a bigger shell size with loads of padding in. So the helmet will physically look smaller on your head. It also has a multi-density EPS liner. So essentially the lining inside the helmet that protects your noggin is made up of separate parts. Each of those parts have a slightly different density and can form at different rates to offer the ultimate protection. The helmet also has the emergency quick release cheek pads, so if you do have a spill, emergency services can just yank those out and that enables them to get the helmet off and minimize any injury or any movement to your spine or your neck. As with the JO, this drop down visor is adjustable, so you've got 3 positions that you can drop that down to just by using these little tags in here. The helmet comes with a clear shield, but there is also a yellow and a tint shield available. And when you get to the inside of the helmet, this is where it really stands out against some of the competition. It is absolutely gorgeous. You've got a really nice lining in here, which is removable. It is available in different sizes, the same as the cheek pad. So if you really need to tailor your fit, you can do that. But it is a really nice place to put your head. The detailing, the sort of faux leather piece around here, the lining on the inside of the chin bar, the rubber seal around here, and they even continue that leather on the inside here. It is absolutely exquisite, and I have to say this is the plushiest helmet, certainly of its type, on the market. To ape the style of the EX5, you've got 3 chin vents on either side here with aluminium mesh behind it, and you've got a corresponding vent in the front of the chin bar. You can't close that, that's permanently open, but to be honest, this is predominantly a summer helmet. This is a size large and it weighs in at 1250 grams, so that's a nice light helmet. As you would expect, it comes in a number of colours, so as well as the gloss black, you've got matte black, you've got off-white, yellow, red. It's also available in basalt grey, the same as the JO, which is the colour I would have chosen. Unfortunately, that's yet to become available. And they also do it in the Equation TC graphic, which I think is a fantastic 80s looking graphic. And again, sadly, I couldn't get my hands on one of those. So I plumped for the black one because it is the only black helmet I've got and it looks pretty badass.
It's extremely badass.
Now I mentioned the accessory visors that are available, and Shoei will be releasing a peak for this helmet. I haven't seen any of those. I've not been able to find them online anywhere on the Shoei website or anywhere else, but it's a standard 3 popper fitting. I've got my old Bell retro peak, which I dug out of the box, and lo and behold, it fits on there nicely. And actually, I think that looks pretty damn good. I may well keep that on there until such time that Shoei release the official one. Now, one of the things I love about these helmets is that eye port. That big eye port is just like wearing an open face helmet, but you've got that added protection. And you can see I've put a set of Builtwell Moto goggles in there, and there's plenty of room to get a set of goggles in if that's how you want to wear it. Now, you could wear goggles with that, of course, and that's your choice, but for me, that kind of misses the point in this helmet. The introduction of this works really well on the Shoei JO. I can only assume, and I will test it, that it works better on the basis that you have got this chin guard. It'll be interesting to see if there's any turbulence that comes up and blows in your eyes, but for me, this really makes a difference. And in case anybody was wondering, this sticker does peel off. If you've worn Shoei helmets before, you'll be familiar with the fit. It doesn't fit any different to that. This fits me exactly the same as the JO and the RYD and the Neotic 2 that I have. I'm fortunate that my kind of intermediate to long oval head shape fits the Shoei's really well. But given that you can change the head lining and the cheek pads, you'll be able to get a pretty good fit on this helmet, I would say. Double D-ring chin strap. Simple, effective, can't be beaten, and this really is a nice place to be. You've got a decent gap between your mouth and your chin bar, and when I'm looking at the camera I can just about see the bottom of that chin bar. Outside of that, it is just like wearing an open face helmet. Peripheral vision is fantastic because it does cut back quite a long way, and I think you'll agree this is a stunning looking helmet, whether you're looking at it from the front, from the side or from the rear. Great work, Shoei. Okay, so that's enough chit chat here in the cave. Let's get it out on the road and see what it's actually like to ride in. I've had a chance to wear this helmet for a few days now, and what's my verdict? Well, as you may have guessed, I absolutely love it. In terms of noise, well, it's much like any open face helmet. It's not the quietest helmet in the world, but by no means is it a real rattle bucket. It's pretty similar to the JO, and it's pretty similar to other helmets of this type that I've tried, the Moto 3 in particular. As I suspected with this shield, it's worked really well. Round town, with it up, no problem. Sunglasses without sunglasses. And when the speeds pick up, just pull that down, it gives you that extra piece of protection. One thing I will say though, at motorway speeds I noticed 70-80 miles an hour with the visor down, with no glasses on, you do get a bit of wind whirling around, and after a couple of minutes that did start to make my eyes water. Therefore for me, any prolonged use at higher speeds with the visor down, I found it useful to have a pair of sunglasses or glasses on underneath. In terms of price, well, it's not the cheapest helmet out there, but to be fair, it is the nicest and you get what you pay for. This is a modern helmet. It's made of that AIM material. It's got the emergency quick release pads. You can get those pads in different thicknesses and the lining in different thicknesses, so you can get that fit. It's beautifully finished, and the added bonus of that shield means that this elevates this above all of the others that I have actually tried and seen. So I hope you found that review useful. If you've got any questions or comments on the helmet, drop those down below, and all that leaves me to say is until next time, thanks for watching, take care, ride safe, and I'll see you soon. Bye.